There are many stories that you hear about how essential oils have helped families, and this is mine. A lot of people were introduced to doTERRA, or they decide that they want to embark in this business. And I feel like the business chose me because a friend of mine had posted on Facebook that she wanted a ride to go to this essential oil class. And so I went to this class where I knew nobody, and there were all these babies. I wasn't pregnant. I had no baby with me. And I was very uncomfortable. And I was one of those people, that sat at the back of the class. It's like, don't even try, And that was my attitude throughout the whole class until they were passing around the bottles of oil, and one oil after another was just like, as I was inhaling it, I'm like, wow, this is amazing. I opened that bottle of wild orange. I did not want to pass it because I was in a very dark place in my life. At that time, my children and I were living in transitional living, which is a program for displaced families who were victims of domestic abuse. Things were very, very rough. And it's sad, looking back now, but I really didn't have $150. And I couldn't stop thinking about the oils. I couldn't stop thinking about what I had to do and how to get these oils. And so I went around the house, and we didn't have a lot of things, but we had some things I had, kind of held on for many years. And I picked everything that was not necessary, and I brought it to a consignment store and sold it. So I got $150, and I called this, the lady that was hosting the class and said, I've got it, I can sign up. And she's like, all right, here's my ID number, call customer service, they'll help you. So I signed, I called them, and I was so excited, and my card was declined because I had $153, and the family physician's kit with shipping and tax was $167.24. I didn't have it, and I was just devastated. And I thought, you know what? I think this is a sign. I'm not supposed to do this. I was just a presence in my life at the time. But when I had those oils and the samples that I had been given, and I was using them, I felt present. I wasn't just a presence, I was present. And that to me was what I felt was going to be life-changing. So I was very, very upset that I didn't have this $150, and I was sitting in my backyard, and I was crying, and my daughter, comes skipping along, and she's like, Mom, why are you crying? I'm like, oh, those oils that I wanted to buy, well, it turns out we can't, I don't have enough money. I said, but on the bright side, honey, we can go bowling, and we can order pizza, which we haven't done in 2 years, and I think we might even have enough money for ice cream afterwards. And I'm like, what do you think of that? And she's like, cool, yeah, I think that's cool. And then a few minutes later, my little girl comes back with like the 3 toys that she had. And she's like, puts it down in front of me, and she's like, hey, if we were to sell this, would you have enough money then? I really want you to have these oils, Mom, because I can see that you want them, and you're happy, and I like them too, and I like you. I like the way you are when you have these oils. My daughter had her priorities right. She was so young, and she knew what was important and what was real and what you needed to focus on and pay attention to when it came to the quality of your life. And she has been my biggest teacher in that aspect. And so 2 weeks later, we found, the consignment store called me and said, hey, we have a few more items of yours that just sold. Boom, we had the money. And then we had the family physician's kit, and then there was no stopping us. The place I am right now with my business is that I want to have fun. I've created a caricature called the Oil Maverick, who, is not out to, cause any problems, but really to kind of help tell people to lighten up. And this one I like because this is, I think, something very relatable. I have essential oils because my 5-year-old has friends who will lick everything, and they learned this from him. Essential oils from doTERRA have given me more than I could ever expect. I've used essential oils. I've used it for over 20 years, in fact, for most of my life. And they always met my expectation. Those oils always met my expectation. But with doTERRA, it exceeded my expectations. The things that I didn't know essential oils could do, couldn't even imagine, is here for me. And I am so grateful that doTERRA came into my life.